Woman took off her sunglasses and surprisingly revealed blue eyes. Then she removed her gear. Next, she clumsily took off her coat. Finally, at the CEO's signal, she mechanically turned around. However, there was clearly a zipper on her back. It turned out she was a robot specially made for the CEO. The CEO had a severe aversion to physical contact. He couldn't touch other people. Otherwise, he would have an allergic reaction. So, he spent a fortune commissioning a doctor to create a robot secretary to handle his daily affairs. But when the doctor was testing the robot's obedience, the robot punched him. Plus, it gave him an international hand gesture. In the end, the robot struck a mechanical pose, which scared the doctor so much that he quickly turned the robot off. The doctor feared that this defective product might suddenly harm the CEO, but he couldn't refuse the generous reward the CEO had offered him. Just as he was at a loss, a woman came in with a delivery. The doctor turned around and was shocked to find that the woman looked exactly like the robot. The doctor immediately had a brilliant idea and decided to have her pretend to be the robot and stay with the CEO. The woman initially wanted to reject this absurd request, but the doctor pulled out $500,000 as a reward and promised to give her another $1 million if she succeeded. The woman, who desperately needed money to treat her child, immediately agreed. But the woman came from an ordinary background and didn't have the capabilities of a robot. So, the doctor reprogrammed the system, binding the woman to the robot. Now they had a telepathic connection, and as soon as the woman said good, the robot would come out to help her. Meanwhile, the CEO was looking at a few pages of a novel outline, lost in thought. It turned out that 5 years ago, he had been framed, and in his confusion, he had had an encounter with a woman. But when he woke up the next day, she was already gone, and he only found the novel outline she had left behind. She was the only stranger who didn't make him allergic, so he couldn't stop thinking about her. However, after 5 years of searching, he still hadn't found her. Little did he know, the woman he had been thinking about day and night was now the robot by his side. The CEO returned and noticed the robot's expression was strange. As the two of them stood in a deadlock, the phone rang. The woman quickly explained that she had everything a human has. She could truly perfectly embody human traits. After saying that, she picked up the phone and answered it on her own.
妈妈，我想你了，你什么时候回来？
好的，博士，我今天晚上就回去更新系统。厉总现在很满意。
我什么时候说我很满意？
The woman feared that the CEO might return her. So, to satisfy him, she decided to show him some of her skills and began peeling an apple for him. But the CEO stared at her without blinking, saying that her behavior was exactly like that of a normal person.